Jim Collins is probably considered one of the great business gurus of modern times. Don't win every game. But the good teams go back to their basics. They go back to doing the great things, the simple things very well. As long as everybody says, that's where I want to go. This is the team of leaders that I want to follow. We're going to get there.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Leadership Matters, a podcast by SoftLabs. I am 𝐂𝐨𝐫𝐩𝐨𝐫𝐚, Director of Corporate Solutions. We believe that great leadership transforms not just companies, but people, culture, and communities. In this series, we'll explore the principles and mindset that define impactful leaders and share stories from those who lead with empathy, courage, and purpose. At SoftLabs, we truly know leadership matters. Our guest today is a visionary leader who's redefining what great leadership looks like. He's none other than Mr. Andrew Judson. Andrew, welcome to our show.
Thank you.
Andrew, so Jim Collins, a great well-known author and a business consultant, talks about getting the right people on the bus. So from your personal experience, what does it take to assemble the right team who can turn vision into reality?
Well, firstly, Manjula, Jim Collins is probably considered one of the great business gurus of modern times. But he actually takes it further than getting the right people on the bus, because he also actually says we need to get those people actually in the right seat, because we can have some great people who are really good at what they do. But if we try and put them into a role that they don't have the skill set for, or they don't fit in lots of ways, it's not going to work. It's not going to work out. In business, we try and optimize people's strengths. So we need people working where they're going to add the most value to an organization. So that right seat part is also extremely important. It also stops a lot of fights. You can imagine everybody trying to get into the wrong seat on the bus. We're going nowhere. But as we said before, having great people right down to the lowest level, where the leaders have spoken about their vision, but not just once, not just when people come on board. People need to have the vision and the goals stressed to them constantly. Everybody in the organization needs to understand on a constant basis why we're here, what we're trying to achieve, where maybe sometimes we didn't actually quite meet up or level up to, but we reset, we reform, the goals are restated, everybody knows where they're trying to get to. It's like a sporting team. You don't win every game. But the good teams go back to their basics. They go back to doing the great things, the simple things very well. And when they do that, they know they're going to get better next time. But if you take the example of a sporting team, and I know this company's led by a great group of mainly young ladies who are doing an awesome and amazing job. But well, imagine, say, a netball team, which last time I looked was basically played by women. If they have a defensive format or a role process, but somebody doesn't level up and somebody doesn't play their role and doesn't measure up, or however they call it in netball, on a particular opponent, gaps are going to be created. Somebody else on the opposing team is going to score a goal. If everybody follows the proper process, if everybody measures up where they're supposed to be, those things are overcome, you're more likely to win games. That's what business is all about. Everybody's got a role to play in a business. Everybody's got a place to be at a certain time. That's what we want them to do. If everybody does their role extremely well, there's no reason why a business that's got a goal and a common purpose isn't going to be successful. There's always going to be times when the business environment doesn't favor them. There's always going to be times when something goes wrong with a particular customer or whatever. But they're just setbacks. They're minor speed bumps in the long road to business success. As long as everybody says, that's where I want to go, this is the team of leaders that I want to follow, we're going to get there. That's what business is all about. That's what having a great team is all about. We're all there. We all want to see this happen. We all want to make it happen. We're going to make it happen.
So what I can say from this is that It's just not leadership matters. It's also mindset that matters as well.
When you employ people, you're looking for several things. Obviously, somebody coming into a role, and particularly in an environment such as soft labs where you need certain technical skills, that's obvious. You need to have that. But you want people who want to be there. You want people who want to be part of growing it. You want people who've got they're good people. You want to employ good people, because if you don't employ good people, culture's going to go nowhere. But if you've got good people who want to be part of the process, who want to see success for the organisation, they know that ultimately that's going to make them more successful. It's going to be more rewarding for them. It's a two-way street, but that's why it all happens. And people need to be reminded of the why we're here. That's the mindset part. Do you want to be here, or don't you want to? Do you want to go somewhere else? Because having people who don't have the right mindset, having people who don't have the right culture, the right values, and are prepared to behave the way they need to so that those values are lauded, the business is going to spend too much time trying to resolve behavioural issues that all take time, effort, and energy away from